Ringe.
Tasty Steve.
The Z-sama.
Man, it must be early in the morning because the meme generator had not yet been working over
I
there.
just
It was
realized
cooking.
a lot of commentators attach sama to the end of their name without having earned it. I'm going to do the same thing too. So I'm Z-sama for today.
Your brain is much like our sponsor Cup Noodle. It takes time, right? You got to put in the hot water, let it boil.
1 minute?
It's going to take some time for you to get cooking, but this is the jump off, the mainstream here at Evo. As the name implies, we're going to be jumping around to a bunch of different games. On the main stage right now is Street Fighter. So whatever's on the main stage is what we'll be following. The two gentlemen out at the end will be doing, primarily the commentary for whatever game's on stream, but we can jump around to anything that's being played at this. So, if Street Fighter's happening, the match is pretty good, it ends, and suddenly there's some crazy stuff happening in, KOF or maybe Guilty Gear or something like that. We're going to jump over and talk about that too. So this stream is going to have pretty much everything you're looking for. Besides this stream, there's Capcom Fighters, so you guys can go check that out. That's going to be the Street Fighter exclusive stream. If you're one of those Sama commentators like Z mentioned earlier and you only know that one game, that's where you'll be. So if you want to look over there, I think James and David are kicking that off. I know that Logan Sama is here, and he is doing some Street Fighter commentary as well. But, important for you guys in the chat, this stream is going to be jumping around to a lot of games, right? So you might be here to watch, KOF, and suddenly it turns into Guilty Gear or ARMS or something that you're unfamiliar with. This is a good opportunity for those of you guys in the chat who enjoy those games to show people why your game matters, right? To explain to them what's happening on the screen, be friendly. This is the time to band together, as Evo always does, right? It makes this community effort to really enjoy all the games that are happening, right? This is the time to step it up and say, this is why my game matters. Check it out, enjoy it, and if you can, try to watch all the top 8s this weekend for every game.
That's true. It's a lot of cool games that we're going to get to see. I mean, this is my first time being at a major event that is going to have ARMS in it. It's not like I don't like the game. I just want to see how it's going to be played at a super high competitive level. And of course, this is like our first time venturing here and seeing top level competitors compete against American players and other international players, coming to Japan. I think it's going to be really sick. I guarantee you we're going to have a lot of sick matches. We have crazy commentators here. I'm really excited to be here at Evo Japan.
The only arms I need to see are the ones right here.
The guns.
The glorious guns. These are the only legal guns here in Japan. It's a non-firearm country.
The only ones allowed?
He says that until I grab him up after something hype happens.
When he grabs Z, it's like the end of the world. Z folds. It's like he just immediately can't handle it.
I've seen him through the hands up. He legit just throws like, oh, God. Oh, God.
And in addition to ARMS, most likely today we're going to be having KOF, BlazBlue, and Street Fighter. Of course, KOF and BlazBlue top 8s are going down tomorrow, so majority of the tournament will be happening today. Can't wait, especially because those games are so much more appreciated on an international scale.
That's
true.
If I
do say so myself.
Shots fired.
Yeah, BlazBlue especially.
To the Western audience.
I can't wait to see how it goes. I mean, there's a lot of players from all over the world. Like, we were in a Sugamo arcade the other day. It's a Tekken arcade, Namco arcade. And there was a Tekken tournament, and I was told by one of the Australia players that there are 50 Australian players here. What? And I said, you guys brought out 50 Australian players? And he said, oh, just for Tekken. And I was like, dang, they're rolling in deep. So there's players from all over the world here.
One Australian player came in and then unleashed the other 49 of them as kangaroo pouch.
Oh yeah, the kids. He let the kids up.
The Joeys just jumped out. Yeah, 50 in Sugamo arcade. It was really cool to see. So that's one of the things that I'm excited about, seeing this international competition. Although much like how I felt at Capcom Cup in the case for Street Fighter, I expect we'll see a lot of Japanese players in that top 8. But I'm really hoping for a lot of young Japanese players. That's the one thing I want to see at this tournament. Younger, or just Japanese players that we might not be as familiar with from the Western side of the world that we might not have seen play as many times, especially the young players that maybe Momochi or Choco are trying to nurture, and Daigo is doing something similar with Beast TV. So that's the one thing I hope out of Japan. They've always had incredibly dominant players, but not always the youngest competitors. You guys can get a look around the venue. It's packed. The only tournament in the world where everybody shows up on time for 9 a.m. pools is one in Japan. I'm telling you right now, there's way too many people in here.
Well, and like you said before, it's definitely one of those things where, as international players, Evo brings in a lot of international play to America. So just imagine what happens in Japan when you get a more centralized location. Like you said, Australia bought 50 players here just for Tekken alone, and that's because they're so much closer. So you're going to see a different kind of brew of players. You get those young players. You get those guys that might necessarily travel 18, 2,000, 5,000 miles to play in a tournament, and you get to see them here. And I think that's one of the most spectacular things, because there's a lot of tournaments that we go to stateside that we get to see players that don't necessarily come out to Evo, and they have a different level of skill altogether. So the fact that we're going to be here on this soil and getting to see something like that, that's what I'm mostly excited about. Games like KOF, like you said before, the minute you leave the States, you hit that international water, KOF is a brand new ball game.
Oh, yeah.
Competition gets higher. The players get more intense. And on top of that, like the territories that are represented are so much more prevalent. They're going to be that much stronger, and they have a lot more pride attached to a game like KOF. So that is very much one of the games I'm really excited to see. And of course, Guilty Gear, you know, that's my jam. So I cannot wait to see what's going to happen in the world of Guilty Gear here. And then Street Fighter, of course, AE is fresh here. I want to see some amazing new tech. Momochi's here. Choco Blanca's here.
Momochi actually won his own tournament yesterday with Colleen.
Is that legal? Is that like Valle winning Wednesday Night Fights or like Spooky winning NLBC? Like, I don't know if that should be allowed in...
I mean, he entered the tournament single limb.
Single limb.
Smacked everybody up with Colleen of all characters. Really interesting for me, for sure. I'm really excited to see. I hope he plays that character in the tournament today.
Do you know what V-trigger he was using?
I'm actually not sure. I would assume 2, though, because 2 is very powerful. Yeah.
We were watching it. Me and Ultra Dave were actually watching it last night.
Can I just say that is such an amazing question to hear? What V-trigger did he use? Oh, such a good question. I'm so happy that that's finally a question that we get to ask.
It's true.
We don't need to ask that for Abigail, though. There's clearly one choice.
Metro Head Crush, bro. That sounds like a sick form of transportation in Metro City. Although fictional, I definitely ride that Metro Head Crush.
You think it's faster than the JR line here?
I don't know, man. That JR line is pretty on point. I'm just saying, outside of snow. Outside of the snow.
Oh, man, the snow was crazy. I've never seen...
You didn't warn us about that, Z. We're all from California here, man.
Yeah, where was the snow heads up? Come on, man. You can read the runes, and I can read the signs on the walls here. It seems like we might be getting into a match sooner or later. It looks like it's some KOF.
Here we go.
Okay. Nanashi versus Motoku.
All right, Yuri. Still always been a problem like KOF lore. We don't get to see too many King players, though.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm more interested in seeing. King, of course, in the previous version of the game, very confident with their zoning. So he always trying to take it back right now.
Oh, max mode activate. Oh.
Wait, this is
the jumper.
King of Fighters 14, right? Not the waifu version?
Oh, no, this is not.
Okay, I just want to check because the 2 waifus are on the screen.
I like the backdash.
Kings and Queens of Fighters.
Kings and Queens of Fighters. That's actually pretty sick. All right. They should use that name.
Keeping away with the fireball. And the thing about KOF, right, it's so interesting the way the game is played in the neutral. They play so far apart just because of the way you can hyper hop, the speed at which the characters can run in at. Ooh, nice.
There's a lot of different, a lot of people who don't appreciate KOF, they don't know about how many options there are, how many jumps there are, how many defensive options there are. I mean, even moving around, you have a forward roll, a back roll that gives you invisibility to attacks, but you can still be thrown. And that's very, very, very important in the meta, especially in KOF, because there are characters, as you can see, oh, wow.
Projectile with the hop in D will finish off King. But yeah, as you mentioned, right, there's also plenty of ways to spin meter as well. Guard cancel blowback, max mode, supers in general, EX supers. Yeah, there's a lot of resource management when it comes to KOF.
And you see the flagship guy there, Kill. And he's really good in this game. I'm not sure what happened to him after the patch, but I know he's still really good. I see a lot of Kill. Nice.
Just the jump in, of course, is going to be easy. Max
no, that was a miss.
Yeah, missed input.
Dang, the commentator's curse, even in Japan. You said nice and easy?
Man, Yuri has always been a problem. I like that. Crouch D, activate max mode. How can she slap? Knockdown.
You can see right there, you got to be careful with your roll. If your opponent is baiting it out, it can be an easy punish. Recover just in time from the crouch B.
He was definitely reading the roll right there, because if he would have rolled, that would have hit clean. And look at the neutral. Like you said before, the neutral in KOF is definitely something completely different because of those movement options. Oh, nice. Cross up in the corner. Max mode cancel, did not finish. Tries to go for that Orochi kick. Oh, jump. CD.
He's been getting into the max mode nice and easy, but the part after that.
Yeah, Nanashi's had a bunch of drops on that max mode combo. That's what maybe the tournament nerves kicking in here, the Evo Japan nerves. It is very early in the morning as well.
Oh, Momo.
Oh, man.
Once again, and she's one of the newer characters to this game, too. We don't get to see too many. Oh. I like the chase down as well. Man, this neutral is looking really good. You don't see him go too far, and he is too far to confirm it. I can tell you right now.
Yeah, he went with the down forward D right there to try to get himself closer, but still just out of range.
All right, push to the corner.
Yeah, she has buttons as well again. Nanashi has been a little bit too antsy on that roll out of the corner, right? Morocco has been keeping a good distance, waiting for him to roll out because he knows as soon as he gets in the corner, that's one of the primary options people go to escape that pressure, and he's just been punishing it cleanly.
Moimoi has a lot of good buttons to stop like roll. Even up close, she can like bait with A. Oh, nice max mode cancel. Ooh. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
That key blast.
Oh, and then the overhead into the max mode.
Doesn't have meter though, so not gonna be able to get another super. Drops that combo. Needs to be careful. 5 bars for Iori and still goes down.
And Anashi was using a top-tier team. They definitely have Iori and Kyo up there, but despite a stacked team, lost to Waifu plus Iori.
You think Iori is top tier because he looks like your boy Sand or what? Is that just man love right there?
That too, but they released a tier list. Actually, speaking of which, there is a pamphlet that you can get for Evo Japan. It is 2,000 yen, roughly about $20, but it has a breakdown of all the games, all the top players, and in that, because it's published by 4Gamer, they do their traditional tier list. So you get an up-to-date look into it, and it's nice memorabilia for all you people that want to have something to commemorate your trip to Evo Japan.
That's like old school tips and tricks, yo. I really think that's cool.
Yeah. It's got the all the cheats in it and stuff like that. It's like walk over there, do this, check this out. It's the guide walkthrough. Yeah, I'll have to take a peek at that. I saw there's a bunch of booths here as well and stuff, and I was walking around looking. I didn't see that pamphlet, but I'll have to check that out.
Didn't they release programs for Co-op Cup as well? Don't they do something like that?
They did, yeah.
And as well as Master Cup. Yeah. Oh, and they announced Oswald for DLC. Oh, man. Sajam, you might actually like dig this Oswald character.
I can tell you I dig those Soul Calibur characters they announced for sure.
All right.
So we're going to go Kula versus Yuri.
All right, Cooler, the K-Dash clone. Still controls neutral a little different, though. I like the short hop. Annoying with it. Crouch B.
Yeah, not looking for a place to anti at this point. Yuri might be looking for that down C, but he finally gets out of the corner.
Yo, empty jump low in this game is really strong because of the short hops that you have in this game and the hyper hops. Because you never know if you're going to get crossed up or they're going to stay in front. Nice hit, no cancel in the super. Had 1 bar. Gets the throw, knocked down again. I like the challenge, that down C.
The hair anti-air. Oh, makes out the DP with no punish.
Still no guard cancel. We haven't seen 1 guard cancel roll yet.
Yeah, no guard cancel roll. Haven't really seen any guard cancel blowbacks either.
And of course, you're only limited to so much meter on your first character as well. That's something you have to keep track of. Because you want to save some of that meter for the backup. Yuri's in trouble right now. Hula takes that first character down.
Yeah, I think that's a great point you brought up, Steve, was that when your first character, your max bars is 3. You also don't build bar during max mode. Keep that in mind. But once you get later onto your characters, your second character, your max is 4, and your last character, you can build all the way to 5.
And that's why Kula's actually pretty good. You give her 1 bar, she can take off a good 30-40% at the beginning, good mix-up. And like I said, her jump C is actually ridiculous. Her jump CD is pretty good as well. But still has a little trouble with a few characters, especially characters like Momo.
Yeah, Moimoi has good buttons. Oh, finishes the Rekka off. Try to get a little frisky with her. Not going to happen.
All right, so now we get the boy.
Am I hearing something, or is that Gama no Abra in our ear?
I'm not sure.
That's him, his voice!
I was about to say.
That's the Umehara God, but he's doing it for KOF.
The Umehara God.
That's his voice!
Man, I could watch that video 10 times in a row and still be happy.
Oh, nice jump chase right there.
Yeah, caught the back roll.
Jump D. Once again, that's stand B looking good. Gets throw mid-screen. Activate, no. Just takes the damage, push to the corner with the command throw.
Oh, the dirtiness! The bounce?
Combo almost finished that time. So he's like, oh, I thought he was going to look for the far D.
Controlling that neutral. I like that stand B. That was really a stand B. You saw him when try to get in. Activation of Maximo and another drop. This isn't good. We saw, and she has 3 bars. If she hits him, it might be a problem. That was a good block. I'm telling you right now, Moimoi finds a hit, she's going to activate Maximo. You want to take that character down as much as possible. Since you get 3 characters, team composition is so important.
Yeah. Right now, Nanashi needs to do exactly what he's doing, right? Use that, yeah, far D, crouch B. Just use your buttons. You only need 1 more hit. Don't go in too hard. Just play it nice and slow.
All right, this is the lore battle.
Yeah. This has been happening since I think Sajam has been alive. This is real lore right
here.
The
moon versus the sun.
The lore? I don't know much about this.
You were born in '94?
94, yeah.
What? That's wild.
And yeah, Iori, one of the most powerful angers in the game, for sure. Yeah. Easy max mode confirms. Oh, that
like right there.
Yeah,
that was
there we go.
Spikes him.
So much damage, too.
And no cancel in the super. He knows he has one more character left, so
Good
he's want to
block in the
save all
overhead.
that meter.
I wanted to see him grab him by the collar. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, man, you got to buckle up. It's cold out here. That's what he's telling him.
It's damn cold out here. Freezing in Japan.
I'm so tired.
Everybody is dressed like him out here. They're trying to stay warm.
That actually is partially true.
James Chen has this exact coat. I'm telling you right now.
And we're all even on life and meter at this point in the anchor battle.
Trying to find a way in. I like that.
You can see a lot of the KOF neutral revolves around the short hops. Oh, caught him with the crouch B, but no confirming to max mode. Standy buffered it, just went into it after the anti-air.
Yeah, it's really easy to cancel into max mode off of heavier buttons, but
the low,
but the shorter buttons are a little harder. You get an automatic dash when you activate that max mode, so that's kind of like the tech behind it. You have to know that timing. There it is. Spike them. No cancel. I believe that was a DP to try to cancel into level 1, because once you're in max mode, your level 1s automatically become level 2s.
Exactly. Yeah, if you cancel into it from normal, you only get half the max mode meter, so you gotta make something happen quick.
Cancel into super. There it is.
That's what he wanted the first time.
Maiden masher.
And the EX Super will do the job.
Iori is actually one of my favorite characters in all history. Only, I think, because his pants are always like tethered together. I think that's
It's
one of the
not in
coolest
this
things
game,
in the
though.
world.
Why not?
You can get the classic outfit, though.
That's DLC? That's how they're selling DLC?
I
with
bought
the,
that DLC.
Okay.
They
I
were
want to
like
buy those pants in real life.
You're trying to find them? You got to go to
Real life
Harajuku, man.
DLC.
That's the only place to find them.
We'll go back there.
So there it is. We had a little bit of KOF on here. As we told you guys, it was pretty likely we'd be jumping around to a couple of games. We're following the main stage and basically any other feed that's available here at Evo Japan. There is a constant feed for Street Fighter on Capcom Fighters if you guys are interested in checking that out. But yeah, we're kind of the roaming commentary mercenaries here on the jump
If
off.
you have ADHD, this is like the perfect stream for you.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, all over the place.
And I love like the media we have playing in the back. I literally just saw a Nissan Cup Noodle commercial where it was a samurai surfing. I don't know what happens, but I need to get this.
It's up there
oh,
right
it's
now.
running right now?
Oh, is it?
It's so sick.
I'm angry that we have the real life-size cups, but there are bigger prop-size cups on that stage right there. You could fit a baby clown, and it could pop out.
A baby clown?
Yes.
That's the
not like a full.
This is your
right there on the stage. You see that those giant
God.
couple noodles flanking the sides. There could very well be, I don't know, someone hiding in there, popping out to do a new character reveal. Who knows?
I just can't imagine.
Yo, that's actually a pretty good idea. Because you know if it ain't missing, something's missing. So obviously, if you pop out of this cup, you know that that's the DLC that's coming out. Character reveal. I think that's pretty dope.
Tell me you wouldn't go crazy if Sagat popped out of that cup.
I'd probably shed a few tears.
He tiger uppercuts
yes.
out of the Nissan Cup.
That would be sick. You are giving away gold right now. You can't be doing
Sorry.
this. But yeah, man, Evo Japan off to a great start, and I really hope this becomes a recurring thing. I really want this to happen again. I feel like it's such a great way.
Oh, let's go. All right.
Baja and Roar.
Now we got it. Yeah, so I was telling everybody earlier that I was considering a career as an ARMS commentator.
Really?
There was a long time because all I wanted to do was watch this game and make the old-timey boxer announcer voice. He hit him with a left and then a right. He's swinging and a missing, and he's against the ropes, and he's got him.
I think. Now I see the voice actor thing now. All
yeah,
right. I got it now.
That's all I ever wanted to do in this game, you know. But man, you know what's crazy to me about this game is that the cool thing is that all the characters, as you can see, if you look at their arms, the super attack. I know Steve.
Are those combos? Is a damage?
Yeah, it's like a super attack or like a rage charm that you build up as you collect hits. You'll see the gauge in the right side of your screen here, the right half. You see that glowing triangle down there. It's about as big as a baby clown, since I know that's your favorite unit of measurement. Yeah, and as you can see right there, it's blockable, but generally you want to try to make stuff whiff and then just get the whiff punish with super. That's really a good strategy in this game, to try to whiff punish with it. Yeah, try to make your opponent whiff a couple of things, then use the grabs to catch them when they can't tech the throw. There's a lot of different strategies about whiffing and whiff punishment in ARMS.
And you can break guard in this game, correct?
With a throw, I believe, yeah. You got that instant replay after the match. I'm so mad that's not in any games anymore. It used to be in Tekken.
Goodness.
Tekken a lot, yo.
That. Okay.
Uh-oh, technical difficulties?
No, they're just appreciating the opening poses.
Yeah, I feel like that's what Z is about over there.
The slinky arms. I'm loving it.
And you can change your weapons on each arm.
Right, yeah, you can change which arm you're rocking on each hand.
Roar has a minion on her right arm.
Yeah, you can get like homing missiles. You can get all kinds of stuff. That looks like an umbrella.
Tornado.
Roar's got the Amelia thing going on. That's a hair boxing gloves, not even an arm.
Curly fries.
Not in this game. This game, it looks pretty. not quite as curly fry looking. Yep, guaranteed throw right there.
Nice uppercut.
Good roll so far. Hasn't taken any damage.
Spacing in this game is completely different.
Oh, and another throw.
You can literally hit from like halfway across the screen, so you have to be careful. You're moving around at all times. Yo, that was a quick round.
Yeah, and the perfect on that KO. Boom, the snipe from downtown. Just the spring shot. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things about this game is that it's really important to understand, like, when you have the opportunities to take those throws and stuff like that, like, because you have to have an arm free to punch away their arm to tech the throw, right? So if you don't have anything free, just take that throw attempt, get that extra damage on there. And when people are turtling up, you know, that's sort of what you got to go. Man, is that there? Did you see that outfit? You see that outfit?
Did you see the arms championship?
Zeke, what are you doing over there?
We are like plain looking, wearing the Uniqlo basic stuff. They have gone full on out for the Japanese stream.
What are you doing over there?
We've underestimated.
You're our trump
Japanese
card. You're
stream.
supposed to be dressed better than that guy. Come on, man.
I'm telling you, I went around and placed bets on you, man. They did it. They got us.
You know they're sitting over there like, man, you see the way they're dressed over on the English stream?
Wearing the Uniqlo that we sold them, the basic stuff.
Yeah, we got them so good. Shirt like an idiot. Oh, let's go, Blaze Blue. Yo, Azriel is actually one of the dopest characters ever. He's so manly.
You know, I figured you would like Steve, or Azriel Steve, because...
I'm glad you made that mistake.
No, yeah, I figured you would like Azriel. A lot of people have described him to me as sort of a wild man's character, and that sort of fits your archetype a lot of the time.
You mean Unga?
Unga? There's a pronunciation on it now.
Yes.
You gotta change it up. We're in Japan. It's not the English pronunciation anymore.
And of course, he's rocking the Slayer. He's playing back to his the ode to Slayer right now with his Azriel. Yeah. And it happens a lot in like Blaze Blue. They have a lot of character colors that like are reminiscent from like other games. On purpose.
Man, we got this Blaze Blue on the screen. Where's Juna? He's at the liquor store somewhere. You know what he's buying. He's up to no good like usual.
Okay, and I like the barrier guard. And you definitely have to be careful in this game. Like if they have burst available, anything could possibly mean death if you play it right. Azriel takes off a lot of damage, and as you can see, number 11, she's definitely one of those range characters. Finds a hit, push to the corner, spends no meter. And on top of that, they have an actual drive button in this game. So every character has their own special ability. And you can see like that void that she puts up. That's hers. It actually is like a zero gravity void where she can float you, get more hits, lots of damage.
And the more Blaze Blue you're going to watch, the more you're going to realize how brutal the offense is in this game.
Oh, yeah, man.
Man, when you get put on the defense, oh, man.
Well, like, this is like the Matrix. Just swords coming out everywhere. Womp, womp, gets the throw. And also, in this game, you can combo in the throws. They have blue grabs in this game, so you always have an opportunity to tech, and some people use that as reset options in their combos. Might not see it much here because of how high level it is, because it's really easy to tech throws in this game. Oh, nice. The exclamation point letting you know it's a low. My dude actually kicks up cement from the ground. Look at this.
Man, that St. Louis pronunciation coming in handy.
Yeah.
Oh, Cement, Steve. Cement. You got Z excited over there. You got to be careful.
Oh, block on the overhead. You see that cancel right there. Takes 50% meter to cancel.
Wow, Azriel bringing it back.
He's got that big boy damage.
You see how he... Ora. Azriel is actually a really dope character.
Oh, man. I don't even know how I was supposed to block that. It was so fast.
Crossed up and went on the other side.
It's like that instant over. I mean, games like this, right? Fast and brutal, right?
Mm-hmm. You can see comboing from long distance after that throw bait.
Oh, back into the trap in the corner, using it. Special ability, push back down again. Look at how much damage these characters take off in this game. And like you said, the offense is really brutal. Azriel is definitely a heavy-hitting character. If he can get a solid hit, I guarantee you'll see how much damage he's going to output.
Bounce the opponent to the corner.
I think he tried to go for a throw in the tech.
Oh, what is this timer? With the Arc System Works logo counting down. Was that the in the game or the graphic overlay?
No, I'm pretty sure that was just a graphic overlay thing.
Okay. He activated the Arc System Works gauge.
I was like, yo, Azriel got a new ability that I didn't know about. I'm definitely going to play this character now.
The time slip, it was like, it just immediately changed like that.
That timer was the time we have amount of time left before Arc System Works takes over the world.
I'm just saying, man.
It's almost a 26 in the U.S.
I mean, you got that shirt on already. We already know what you're about. We already know which team you're on.
Can we jump off to this?
You've already moved on. My boy Azriel was on the screen. I thought he had an ability where he activated his character trait of, yo, I'm so good that
the publisher.
exactly right.